Hello, beautiful subscribers on YouTube. I thought today would be a beautiful day to do a little bit of an unboxing with the Rose Oracle Pocket version or tin mini version, whatever you want to call it. It's arrived. It's a beautiful summer's day, and so the colors are probably going to be overexposed, but I thought it would be nice to do it outside. So I'm going to break into it. And maybe as some of you know, I've been very resistant to getting this oracle by Rebecca Campbell, illustrated by Louise. I was very resistant to it. However, it has finally reached me, albeit I've had to go for the mini tin edition. This seemed to be better for me. I will do a review of portable, mini and travel decks very soon, so stay tuned to that, and this will be part of it. Inside the box we get a very similar layout to the usual. We get the book, and I believe the book reads exactly the same for having watched reviews of Rebecca doing the comparison between the full size and the mini size. I believe what changes and what gets adjusted is maybe sometimes the keywords and the name of the cards because of the sheer amount of space or lack of space on the mini cards. I do love the tin boxes. I think they're very effective, and I just love taking them with me. These mini decks are very effective in that you just put them in your bag and you can forget about them being delicate, and you can just bring them with you anywhere. So I'm just gonna very quickly go through these. My resistance to these has been primarily that I find all the cards semi, so that I get the feeling that I'm kind of looking at the same set of 5-6 cards. However, I was watching somebody's review, and suddenly it was like, okay, I think I would like to experience this. But you see what I mean? The figures are very central. The action is very central. There aren't any big lead-ins. Some people see this as self-development deck. I really want to work it more for entering into that particular lineage and the lineage of the Magdalene, and I believe that there are other decks that I'm going to be reaching into. I love the art. I love it. It's just that there's almost too much coherence. I feel like I've already seen this card 2 or 3 times. And then I'm seeing it again. But I think I just need time to connect, and there it is again. But I guess, you know, if you're working the pastels and you're working with the rose, then yes, it is a thematic, and so it will be found again and again. I'm very taken, and at the same time not taken by the central aspect of all these cards. In a way, you really are in the middle of it, and you really are the central part of this work. I feel like I've seen this card. And no doubt it is a very lovely and well put together deck. I hope it reads a little bit less pastel than the cards come out as. I mean, it's maybe not ideal that I'm showing them in the full light of the sun, because they're probably washed out and bleached out by the sun. There's the sun. But this is just a very, very quick little flip through. Just super quick connection. I will go and spend a couple of hours with them now afterwards. But let me know what you think. Have you acquired this deck? It's been out for over a year now. Came out in April 2023 maybe. And so do you have it? All right. So after giving this a quick shuffle, I'm just going to bring this out and pick my usual 3 cards. Messages from Spirit, messages from the guides, messages from the Masters. So the Mystic Rose. Humility, humanity, and grace, devotion. These two came out together, the Sacred Waters and the Second Bloom. And you see that central, I'm going to call it centrality, is there on all the cards. So that's why the deck looks so semi all the time, because you have a rose very often at the center of the card, and then you have that central item, which kind of draws you in and shows you what's at the center. Well, you very much are at the center. You and the rose are at the center. Second Bloom, how fitting. New possibilities, turning 50. And the Rose of Venus, flow, harmony, and right relationship. Right relationship talks volumes to me. So because this is Rebecca's deck, I just want to take a moment to read about the Mystic Rose. The rose was a symbol of the goddess of old, so it's no wonder that when Christianity absorbed large parts of their indigenous Celtic traditions in Europe, the mother goddess, Mother Mary, became associated with the rose. Perhaps the reason Mary is so beloved is because she was the only mother goddess who could be worshipped safely, and as such carries with her the devotion and yearning of all those who longed to worship the goddess in the feminine form. Now, I have heard Rebecca in one of her reviews talk about this oracle as being the divine feminine oracle that she has created. So, sorry, not divine feminine, the goddess. This is the most goddess oracle that she has created. Mary's connection with the rose is seen as in some of her titles, including Rosa Mystica, the mystic rose, and the rose without thorns. Like those of the pagan goddesses before her, the processions that honored Mary involved walking on rose petals. The church altered the stories of goddesses past, including those that featured roses, such as Aphrodite turning the white rose red with her blood, putting Mary in the goddess's place. Churches were erected all over Europe and beyond, in many cases on the site of Celtic temples and places of goddess worship. Many had beautiful rose windows in the west, the direction of the feminine, in dedication to Mary, Mother of the Rose. This is a card of compassion, devotion, and grace. It encourages us to soften towards humanity and to endeavor to see the world, and even those who have hurt us, with understanding and an open heart and deep humility, to see that we all carry hurt and are wounded. We have all experienced severing. Mother Mary is inviting you to open your heart to humanity when you most want to close it. Soul inquiry. How are you being called to show compassion today? Okay, the write-up is good. I'll give credit to Rebecca. The write-up is good. Mary and the Magdalenes are present in my life every day of my life, so it's quite fitting that this is the first card that I'm picking out of this deck. I'm getting a lot of visuals as I'm talking as well, so it's not easy to put this into context, but the write-up from Rebecca is quite true to what is being experienced, although do your research as always, and expand on that. This is not the whole story, and I don't think Rebecca says it is, but go and expand on that. Go and build that relationship with Mary. The sacred waters, of course, had to come out at the same time, because that is the element of the West, and the element that we work with, as the Magdalenes, the healing waters is what we work with. The second bloom, I feel, is more of a personal card for me, and so is this one. Okay, so this one has got more of an Aphrodite feeling. So I think, just going on this very quickly, this is very aligned, and I don't think I could have picked better suited cards. I will have a look at the other cards, but these are quite suited as they are. So, very happy with this. What are your thoughts? I didn't think I would enjoy this, and yet, now that it's in my hands, I'm very happy I got it. I'm also very happy that I got a mini version so that I can take it away with me as a goddess deck. I don't have a mini goddess deck, so this is just as well. Let me know if you flow with this, or if this is not resonant for you. To be fair, I will say that pulling those 4 cards feels very different to the Work Your Light or the Starseed Oracle that I have of Rebecca's. So some of the art might be similar, some of the keywords might be similar, but I endeavor to dig a little bit deeper and see truly what is there. I might do an update on this later on, but for now I shall let you be. Enjoy the rest of your day, and enjoy the sunshine if you have some where you are, and I'll see you soon.